Oh my gosh, I gotta tell you, I'm so excited. Julie's joining me. We're gonna show you a demo right off the bat because you've got to see the power of our DeLonghi that we're featuring tonight. It's the portable evaporative cooling fan. It is just like my crazy experience. Hi, Jules. Way over here, I'm feeling cool, I'm feeling comfortable. It is just like my experience on the water today. When breeze runs over water, it immediately cools everything down. And I mean, the temperatures plummeted within a matter of minutes because of this exact same effect that DeLonghi can do in your home. Sans the rain and sans the lightning that we had tonight. We'll show you some temperatures from around the country. Oh my gosh, it's hot. With a capital H-O-T, just hot. Look at that. Houston, you were 93. Vegas, 106. Nashville, 96. I heard New York City was smoking hot. Washington, D.C., 100 degrees. So how do you get that break? How do you affordably get one unit you can move to any room that will dramatically plummet the temperature in the room, but not be costly like a traditional air conditioning unit? You use evaporative cooling. It's very different, but this is a smart system. Now, I have what we call a 50-50 tonight. You ready for this? We're $50 off, and you get a $50 rebate. It's called the 50-50 deal, and it's only today. And so you're gonna take your price. Look at the original price is right around $249. After the rebate, we're under $200, and this is a unique 3-in-1 system. So this is the smartest fan you will ever have to keep you nice and cool. And let's get into the technology, and that's why Julie's here with me. Hi, darling.
Hi there.
Just real quick, we have white, we have an exclusive gray. FYI, last time you and I, or we did this before, completely sold out early in the day.
Yes.
And it's that time of year where this is like something that's so needed.
Oh my gosh, and this is so good. So if you're not familiar with it, you mentioned it, it's different than an air conditioner.
Yes.
It's called an evaporative cooler, and it's a completely energy efficient way to cool your room.
Right.
It's designed for indoors, and it is a full room. Now, I know that they have a lot of these little tiny ones that you put on a desk. This is designed for a full room. It's portable, as you can see right there, and the way that it works is it draws in, there's a fan in the back. You can add up to a pitcher of water. It'll last for up to 6 hours. It draws in the warm, stale air, that stagnant, stiff air that's inside your house, and it transforms it into a cool, refreshing breeze. And it is like that lake effect or the ocean effect, where when you're on the water, it feels 10 degrees colder than anywhere else.
Yeah.
And it really does feel refreshing. It's also completely energy efficient. And I want to show you too, it has the caster wheels on the bottom, so you can move it from room to room if you want to. It even oscillates. It comes with your remote control right here. And it's a fully featured remote control right here. So that means all of the same features that are on the remote control are the same that are on the top of the unit right here. So you can see how it oscillates. Now you can turn that on or off if you want to. Everything's lit up in here, so it tells you. It even has a timer on here, so you can set it to turn off. And just to show you the effect right here, you can see that it's reading in the 60s or so as we move it around. And we have it on low. Actually, in the studio, we have on one, oops, let me slow it down so you can see it. Can you see that? There we go. We have on 3 or 4, they're quiet, they're energy efficient. All you need to do is add water to it.
So
that's
easy.
it.
Plug the darn thing in and add some water.
Exactly, and you plug it in, yes. And so we'll go over here. I want to show you when it comes to your house. This is how simple it is. It's gonna come in a box that looks like this. And all you have to do, you can cut the bottom of it, and then you can lift it up like this. Simple. And it only weighs 17 pounds. So I'm gonna lift it up just so you can see. Oops, there's the styrofoam. And it'll be packaged. It'll have the packaging all around it, but I'm holding it so you can see about what it weighs. And then the caster wheels come already on. There's no installation required. Everything is very simple. No tools are required, but you can see how you can spin it around like this. It has a 6-foot power cord in back, and I'm actually gonna fill it up and show you how the process works. So in the back right here, here's your cord, a 6-foot power cord. It's a 2-prong cord. Hold on here, there we go. Take your cord off. Everything's totally assembled, so you don't have to do anything. And then there's a bucket in back right here. So to get it started, you wanna pull your bucket out, and it uses regular tap water, that's it. Now inside, there's a little ice packet. Can you see this right here? We suggest doing that because the colder the water, the more efficient and the better that it'll
And so pull the ice
cool.
packet out and put it in the freezer.
Exactly,
Okay,
so
good.
put that in the freezer. And then you add your water. You can add up to a gallon gallon, and this will last up to 6 hours.
That's amazing,
a nice
actually.
long time.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then you close this up, close it up. I'm gonna plug it in. Right here, plug it in. It's a 2-prong. By the way, we always have questions if it's a 2-prong or a 3-prong. You plug it in. It's so simple. Plug it in. You turn it on. There's your on button. And then also look for in here, you've got your instructions and your remote control. And it is so simple. It's that easy.
And the rebate comes inside there too.
And the rebate is inside. In case you, if you would lose the rebate, go to hsn.com and it's a $50 rebate from DeLonghi.
That's awesome. And again, it's a 50-50 deal. We're $50 off with the $50 rebate. By the way, add the shipping. It's normally $18.47 specifically. Now subtract that because it's free shipping tonight. And you're getting the ultimate fan. Here's what I love is we have sold fans that are in the hundreds of dollars, and what they are great fans. You know, they're just great fans. This is actually a 3-in-1. Not only is it a really powerful fan, so you're just comfortable to start with because you get that breeze.
Yes.
Now you've got the whole idea of the evaporative cooling system. Now it's plummeting your temperature in that area you're in that full room. And the third thing is there's actually ionic technology inside here.
Yes.
Explain the third cool feature.
Okay, so that means that it cleans the air. I know. So
what fan do you have cools you and cleans the air? I mean, dramatically cools you. Not just, oh, it's a breeze. It's like a cool breeze.
Right. It's like an air purifier built in there.
Right.
So it cools the air, circulates the air, and it cleans the air all at the same time. All you have to do is turn it on. So to demonstrate the power, because they have a lot of these on the market that are itty bitty,
right,
and you put them on a desk. This is totally different. This is designed for a full room, your bedroom or your family room, the living room. So if you want to cool down those stuffy rooms, if they're hot and they're stuffy, the way that it works in the back, there's a fan and it actually draws in that warm, stale air and it moves the air over a warm, moistened honeycomb, and then it blows out cool, refreshing air. And it's not wet air. In fact, we're gonna demonstrate that. There's nothing that blows out wet. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna show you how it works. And this is simulating the air. So this is our little kind of a smoke chamber type thing where you can see where it comes out. So there's a fan in back and it suctions that warm, stale air in right here. And it moves it over the honeycomb. It circulates it inside, and look at the power. Look at this coming out right here.
I'm literally enveloped in the fog.
I know. So this right here, and this will oscillate too, so it'll move the air. It's cool air. And
keep going, guys. I don't think our camera's getting wide enough because I'm clear over here, and seriously, I'm completely enveloped in the fog. There I am. Thanks, guys. I mean, look at the distance. So when you're talking about those little units, in fact, I know exactly what you're talking about. They kind of go by your bedside. They're just barely puffing a little cool air on you, and they're not really effective. This is truly giving you that full room cooling. Now, is it an air conditioning unit? No, it is not. Please pay attention to that. It's not an AC unit. We don't sell it as an AC unit, but it will dramatically cool the air.
Yes.
But what's nice about it is I don't have to have a condenser. I don't have to have a big electricity bill, and I don't have the inconvenience of having to stick it in a window or fiddle with anything.
Exactly.
You can move this to any room and it's gonna work independently by itself.
Yes.
Here's what we all want though, for most of us, this is just enough cooling to make it bearable and actually comfortable during the night. This is just enough to go, you know what? That hot room at the back of the house is so hot, I just wanna get that breath of cool air. It's gonna be able to do that for you. And it's the smartest darn fan we sell. It really is. DeLonghi's been around for a very long time, since what, like 1902?
Yes,
yeah,
for
like
over 100 years.
Over 100 years, and they just build exquisite, exquisite products for your home. And this is such a great opportunity tonight, because maybe you're thinking about going buy a little ratty fan. That's not gonna do much for you. Maybe you think of, oh, I gotta invest hundreds of dollars to get an air conditioning unit. Well, that's hundreds of dollars. Why not get that sweet spot where this very well could be the answer for you, yeah, on those hot, sticky days.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And an evaporative cooler is a nice hybrid between an air conditioner and a fan. So it still cools the room, but it's energy efficient. And it doesn't have a compressor inside of it, so it makes it completely different. But then the way that it works, it's not a fan either. So it's a nice in-between. Plus, you know, the air conditioners are double the price.
Right. Oh,
of
yeah.
what this
They cost a heck of a lot more.
Yes, and they're not as energy efficient. But so we're showing you here, it's reading at 64 degrees. So again, it's like that lake effect where when you're on the lake or the ocean, it always feels about 10 or 15 degrees cooler.
Yeah.
It's a completely different feel. And then just to show you too, so we have this one on high, because a lot of people, there are some evaporative coolers, and you know, people think they're misters, that they put mist into the air and it's wet. It's not. It blows out dry, cool, very refreshing air.
Yeah.
So
and you can really feel it.
You
it
can
feels
feel
great.
it. It is, yeah, it's not a fan. You can see my paper towel here. We're holding it up just to show you that it's not wet, so it's not a mister.
Right.
Right
and that's
there.
a big
Completely
differentiation as
dry.
well.
Yes.
So Rocky, can we show my picture again? Because it's so weird that this happened to me tonight. Literally tonight, we had this huge, huge storm hit our area tonight. And I was sitting on a waterfront at a restaurant. And as the storm was coming in, it was so hot and sticky, you guys. It's really humid down here and it's miserable. And everybody kind of waits for the evening when the storm hits because we know the temperatures will plummet. The temperature literally, as that storm was coming in, the wind was blowing over the water. There was no rain, understand. So it wasn't the rain cooling it, it was the wind blowing over the water. And it was so funny, there's three of us, Amy and Roxanne, we were all at dinner, and we all went, oh, thank you. And you could feel it instantly. The temperature plummeted, the humidity plummeted, and it's the exact same concept. So you don't necessarily have to have a big fancy air conditioning system, or maybe you can take your AC, you're running hard and all the time right now, and make it run less, because this might just do the trick for you. It gets you through that hot, sticky night. Maybe you just have a couple of nights where it's really a little uncomfortable and you want to be cooler. This is the perfect answer. Maybe you don't want a huge electric bill every single month during the summer, and we've got plenty of heat still to go. Again, try this tonight. And by the way, this is the first and last and only one we will do for the entire year. And I think once you go here and you try it, you've got 30 days to test it out. You're going to go, oh my gosh, the darn thing really works.
Yes, and all you have to do is add regular tap water. That's it. And you can put in up to a gallon, and it lasts up to 6 hours. So here's the remote control right here, and I'm going to show you a couple little features on it. So you can see, I'll hold it over here so you can see. If you want it to oscillate, you don't have to. It has 3 fan modes, which is high, medium, and low. And then it also has a windmill mode, and that's, as you can see how it cycles around here like this. And then it also moves, you can kind of oscillate. I'm just kind of pushing it
so
you
nice.
can see. Yeah.
So you can direct the air a little more.
Yep, if you want it up or down. So it has different modes right here. And then it also has a timer, which I think is great. So when you set it to turn on, you can actually set the unit to turn off. If you want it to turn off in 2 hours, you can do that.
Can you imagine the middle of the night, you actually get so chilly, you have to turn it off?
Right.
Or you want to turn it off? Wouldn't that be an awesome experience?
Yes.
I'll tell you what I love about this too. If you run hot and your husband runs really cold, you can actually position this a little bit. Remember, this is a whole room, so it covers a lot of space. But if you run a really, really warm and you're like, oh my gosh, you know, my husband doesn't want the AC turned down all the way, then I think this is great to kind of isolate it on your side of the bed. And truly, you will feel it. You'll feel it the minute you start to use it. Have you ever been inside a lake or you've been swimming in a pool and you stepped out and then the breeze, even on a hot day, has come past you and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I just got goosebumps? Same concept, you guys. When air runs over water, it ends up cooling whatever is on the other side. And that's exactly what this does.
Yes.
It's like getting out of a pool and you're actually chilly because it's breezy.
Right,
Yeah.
freezing cold
Yeah.
when you get out of the pool, exactly. Well, we'll demonstrate again how it works. So it's called an evaporative cooler. It's a simple, energy efficient way to cool your room. It's designed for a full room. It's not a little mini guy that you have to put on your desk and you know you have to put your face in front of it. You can put it in a bedroom. You can put it in your family room, the living room. Think about those areas, the rooms that are dry, that feel like the air is stagnant. And this is the way that it works. It has a fan in the back and it draws in the air. So we're gonna simulate it because we wanna show you the power. Okay, check it out. This right here, so this is fog, and what happens is the back, it pulls in that dry, stale air, that warm air, the stagnant air, and it circulates it inside. And look at the reach.
It's all the way over here.
It's all I can't even see Suzanne. It blows out that cool, fresh air. So again, at your house, it's taking in the stagnant air, it circulates it. In fact, it passes over a honeycomb, a moistened honeycomb in there that'll get wet. We recommend cold water in there because the colder water, it'll enhance the cooling process, but it blows it out cool. It's not a mister. There's nothing wet that comes out of it. It's dry, cool, fresh air.
Okay, so Rocky, which is the most popular color? The gray is exclusive and brand new. We've never done gray before, and we have the white. We have the best price we've ever done here at HSN. It's kind of neck and neck in terms of your favorite color, but why pick this up tonight? Because one, it's darn hot and you're probably miserable. Number two, is your AC really overworking itself? Like, is your bill and you're just like, oh my gosh, my bill is so high every month, it's crazy. This could actually dramatically change that. Number three, maybe it's just for a room in your home. Maybe the AC doesn't quite hit that room because it's the wrong strength of air conditioning. Again, it's gonna give you that break. Now remember, it's a 3-in-1. I think that's so cool.
Yes.
It actually is a fan, a really powerful, great fan. Yes. That'll cool you off to start with. Yes. It's the evaporative system, that's number two, and it's going to freshen and clean your air because it has an ionic technology inside it, which is even better. So you've got a very, very unique system, not just, hey, it's a great fan. It's much, much more than that. And I really do think, you know, there's lots of fans you can buy out there. We sell some really nice fans that are well over $200. And what are they? They're really nice fans.
Right.
They don't do everything this can do.
Right, and the fans don't really cool the air. They just kind of blow the same temperature.
Right, they just move the air.
Exactly, they just move the air around. This actually cools the air, it circulates the air, and then it also cleans the air with that built-in ionizer.
By the way, starting tonight, midnight through to Sunday, tomorrow or Sunday night, we have 5 flex on everything. You're saving almost $19 on the shipping tonight on this, and it's 50-50. $50 off our price, and a $50 rebate that comes with this. So you're getting $100 and almost $19 off tonight as our one day today special. How do you clean it? We have somebody on Facebook asking that.
Let me show you. Okay, so let me go over here. So I'm gonna take it out of the box. When it comes, it's fully assembled. You don't have to put you don't need any tools to put it together. It weighs 17 pounds, so you can take it out. I'm able to lift the 17 pounds. It'll be totally packaged. Now, we've had a couple questions about how to clean it. There's a filter right here back. This is the filter. So if that gets dirty, all you have to do is rinse it out, and you'll be able to look at it. It's very, very simple. You can look at it and just rinse it out, let it dry before you put it back in. The only other thing you have to do, let me take the cord off again, is the bucket. It's just clean that out occasionally. So you pull your bucket out here. This is where your regular tap water goes. And after a couple weeks or so, a week or so, just rinse that out with soap and water. That is it. You don't have to buy anything separate. And if you could show me that honeycomb right there, because inside, this is the technology. This is what differentiates it from a fan. It's not a fan. Inside here, what happens here is water. This is a honeycomb, and the water will actually start rising above here. So when the air goes through the honeycomb, the air gets cool. The cooler the water that you put in, the better it is, and it blows out that cool, refreshing air.
Can I tell you, it's very funny. The one over there is hitting me. The one that's really far away, and it's making me chilly. Like, I kind of wish I had a little sweatshirt on right now, my little zip-up hoodie from home, because that one way over there is literally hitting me over here, and I can feel the difference. It's crazy.
And I would say it's like 20 feet over there. So again, really it's designed for a full room. So here's how it works. Here's the main unit. It comes with the caster wheels already installed. You don't have to vent it out the window. You don't have to add any coolant inside of it. Regular tap water. It'll hold up to a gallon, and you put this in like this. And also it comes with an ice pack right here. So we suggest that you put that in your freezer and then add that in here. That obviously just cools your water. And then you just close it up. I mean, just being gentle so my water doesn't overflow. Plug it in. It's a 2-prong outlet. You plug it in, that is it. There is nothing easier than this right here. Plug it in and obviously turn it on. Set your fan speed right here. Did I turn it on? Turn it on. If you want it to oscillate right here, you push the button, there we go, and it'll oscillate. And you can see right here, I'm gonna go, if you wanna angle it down or up, you can do that too. And it's powerful, designed for a full room.
I think that's great too.
Yes.
Because again, we have had on, and you've seen them, you've seen the little tabletop ones, and quite frankly, they just don't really do a lot, and they don't last long because they don't have the water capacity.
Right,
This
good
lasts
point.
you 6 hours.
Yes.
I mean, that's all night of being nice and cool and really comfortable, and maybe you have something like a Florida room, and that Florida room just doesn't have correct air conditioning, and so you guys kind of avoid it most of the hot parts of the summer because it's just too hot in there. This is perfect for that. Or you say, you know what, we've got, you know, a man cave, and again, how many rooms do you not use in the summertime simply because maybe you don't have a window AC unit in that room, so you kind of avoid it. This is gonna be perfect. Also, I hope my friend Robin's watching. Robin is consistently burning hot. That woman, there's nobody hotter than my friend Robin. She's sweating all the time, right? Robin, if you're watching, get this, and you imagine putting your makeup on and blow drying your hair and have this cooling you in the bathroom.
Would this be great?
Girls, if you can relate to that,
Yes.
you will just roll that baby in there, plug it in, and go, oh, thank you, I can get ready for work and I'm not dying.
Yes, and then take it in the kitchen when you're cooking, because the kitchen gets so hot in the summertime.
That's a great idea. Oh my gosh, also too, if you guys go camping or tenting, and you know you ain't got any AC in those things, can you imagine that's portable enough to take it with you on the road?
Exactly, take it with you. So again, all you need to do is plug it in. It's energy efficient. It is so simple. You add regular tap water. I'm showing you again, this is not a mister. I know misters, are they still, a couple years ago they were really popular, and we put it out on the deck and it blew water.
Yeah.
We were all wet.
Soaking wet.
In Florida, you don't want to be wet. So this blows dry air. It's cool, refreshing air, and we're showing you the paper towel.
You know what,
that
Josie,
nothing gets wet.
You brought up a good point though. Like, let's say this is not meant to be outdoors at all.
Right,
Like, it's
it's
not
indoor.
outdoors. But I will tell you, if you're having like a cookout or a party and everyone's sitting around the table and you position it right and then take it in afterwards, that would be a nice way to cool off a patio. Or a
Definitely.
balcony. Now, don't leave it outside. It's not meant for that. But wouldn't that be lovely?
That
because
would
you've
be
got that cool, because people do try to use their outdoor space in the summer, but sometimes it's so hot.
Yes,
You just
and it
not,
gets
you don't
miserable.
enjoy it.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And look at the power of this right here. Well, here they're actually showing on there, you know, that you can move it from room to room. Those are all the LED lights. How great to sleep
For
with
night.
this. If you're hot, I've been having hot flashes. I've been using this, but I want to show you the power again. There's a fan.
You're probably so happy to have it.
Exactly.
You freeze out the other person. If you've got anybody in your family, they're like, Jesus, they're walking around and they got, you know, hoodies on and blankets on because they're so cold because mom's sweating all the time. This really is nice for everybody.
It is. So the way that it works, there's a fan in back and it pulls in that warm air that's in your house, that dry air, the stale air, the stagnant air, and it blows it out. Now we're doing a simulation here so you can see the power and the reach of it. It's going 20, 25 feet across our studio over here. It's crazy.
That's great.
The power of it.
Yeah.
So when you have it on your high, it has a high, medium, and low. You know, you can tilt it, you can angle it to however you want in your room.
It's perfect. And remember, it's got the little casters, guys. So if you're, let's say, okay, everybody's in the living room, you want to cool that off, and you're like, all right, time to go to bed. Unplug it, you roll it in the bedroom, fill the water up, turn it on. 6 hours later, you're still comfortable, you're cooler. It's just like, and you've done this a million times, you've been in a lake or a pool or a pond, or you've gotten wet, and all of a sudden you step out of the lake, and the wind blows, and you're chilly, you get goosebumps.
Yes.
Guys, it's the exact same concept. Also, yeah, let's show my, I'm so proud of this picture. I mean, this storm blew in. Now remember, it was not raining in this picture. It was just the wind, and the wind was crossing over a body of water. That's me at dinner on the waterfront downtown St. Pete. When that wind blew over the water, you guys, our temperature plummeted. We were laughing because everyone was sitting there like this. It's like a bird. You're like, oh my gosh, finally it's cool. Because it's been in the 90s. It's been wildly humid.
It's been
and it
hot.
dramatically made a difference at dinner. We literally, I have goosebumps now. We literally were like, oh my gosh, it's kind of chilly. And July, chilly in Florida, that's not usually something you say together.
Never.
But what's cool is, I had that experience tonight, and it was such a perfect timing to talk about this unit because it's the exact same concept.
It is.
And it's literally like, oh my gosh, it's so humid and hot, I can hardly breathe, to, wow, that has brought the temperature down and I'm much more comfortable. Now again, we want to be clear, this is not an air conditioning unit. Please understand that. We're not saying it's an AC unit, but it will dramatically change the temperature in that room. And that could be plenty fine. That could be just enough to get you through the hot nights, those hot days. It could be perfect because maybe you don't want to run a big AC unit, maybe you don't have a big AC unit. I just think, boy, what an answer this would be for so many of you when you've got those hot, sticky nights and days. It's wonderful for that.
And also,
oh yeah, oh, I do have a question. They want to know on Facebook, how do you replace the filters? Do you have to replace the filter?
So that the honeycomb in the back, they say after a year or two, you may want to replace the honeycomb
so it
in
lasts
the back.
that long.
But as far as the filter back there, all you have to do is clean that out. You never have to, that just kind of captures the dust.
Oh, okay.
And you can rinse that out. And then remember to rinse the bucket, and that is it.
Oh, that's great.
Very
so
simple.
Easy maintenance.
Easy maintenance,
yeah, that's not a lot of hassle.
Very low, right, pretty much low or no maintenance.
And you got to remember too, not only is it moving the air, it's cooling the air, but also it's cleaning the air.
Yes.
I've never seen a system do that where it actually can help clean your air.
And that's that 3-in-1 that it has. It's doing it, and you don't even have to, you know, press any buttons to have it do it. It does it all on its own. And imagine this time of year giving your air conditioner a break. Holy cow, it is so hot out. It's hot everywhere. There's heat temperatures, there's warnings, there's heat indexes. And in fact, it may say that it's 90 degrees, but it feels like it's 100 or 105 degrees. So imagine having this in your kitchen, or maybe it's in the bathroom when you're trying to get ready. Or at night when you're miserable. Add this and you're gonna notice a huge difference. Just once again, here's your remote control on it. You can set it to oscillate if you want. I don't know, can you see it oscillating? It's hard when it's dark. If you wanna turn it off, you just turn it off like that. You can angle it. It has caster wheels, so you can move it around. It even has a timer, so you can set this to turn off. If you wanna have it on for 6 hours and have it automatically shut off, you can.
Do you know what our producer just said?
What'd he say?
Dorm rooms. How many dorm rooms? My son goes to Florida State University, and they, in his freshman year in the building they were in, had no AC whatsoever in Florida. I mean, how crazy is that?
Yes.
And most dorm rooms don't have it. Especially if you're in an older dorm room, they don't have AC. How perfect would this be?
And you can't put a window unit in there.
You can't put a window unit, Oh my gosh, if you do a ton of work in the garage. I mean, how often do you not spend time in certain places in your home in the summertime? Because it's too darn hot. Right, you just can't do it. Now, throw this in there, really experience the difference, and understand it's a DeLonghi. Now remember, a couple things. You're getting a $50 rebate with ours. It's called 50/50. We're $50 off, and you get a $50 rebate with our exclusive deal. You cannot find this deal anywhere else. You also, with this, are gonna get 5 flex pays. That's on everything today and tomorrow, which is cool. And you save almost $19 on the shipping. All right, thank you, my love, for making our life a lot cooler.
I'm glad you were cooling off.
And more comfortable.
Yes, definitely, absolutely.
All right, well, don't forget about our today's special. If you want to see more details, go to hsn.com. And again, what's really kind of neat this whole weekend is we have 5 flex on everything. Oh yeah, including online. So we have, oh, there it is. Let me get this, guys. We have 5 flex on everything, including what we have online, and it's only today and it's only tomorrow. Now, today's special is a little different. That price is only good for a single day. So you definitely want to take advantage of that while we have it. And again, I think the gray is kind of surpassing the white now, right? Okay, which way am I going, guys? All right, I'm gonna hike right over there. Here we go. By the way, if you see my gorgeous jewelry, hello, it's all coming up next hour.